Hi Studio 5 family, thanks for coming to practice with me today. My name is Caitlin. If I have not met you before, I am one of the yoga teachers at Studio 5. You can typically catch me live in the studio when we're not amidst all this craziness on Wednesdays at 9:30 and Fridays at 5:15. For today's practice, I just want you to take a second to kind of settle in to set up your space. Find a quiet, comfortable space within your home. Take a moment to roll out your mat, get some water. I do recommend taking some props from home, maybe just a blanket if you have one available to you, a pillow just for comfort. We will be joining together today for a slow flow, which I'd like to incorporate some breathing techniques as I think that this is really important when we're all feeling a little bit jittery, when we're feeling a little bit stressed. It's really, really an opportunity to take time to slow down. Maybe not physically, but at least mentally, to give yourself a sense of clarity and to really tune in and tap into what you might be feeling emotionally or physically. So again, just take a second, gather what you need. I'm going to grab a couch pillow just for accessibility, and we will get going. Awesome. So I have my couch pillow and my blanket. So throughout this practice, try your hardest to just trust into what I am saying. Trust into what you are doing, and try not to question yourself too much. Try not to look at the video every second, but instead just allow yourself to be where you need to be. For the purpose of today's practice, with the intention of slowing down and the intention of reminding yourself that you have everything you need where you are. Let's start in a nice, comfortable supine position. So take your time here, set up really however you want to. There's really no right or wrong throughout the duration of this practice. It's whatever you're comfortable with. So any position that has you laying down on your mat is perfect. We will be starting with a pranayama, a breathing technique, just to get us going and comfortable into the practice. So again, take your time, come all the way down to the mat. And then once you're there, just allow your eyes to soften. Give yourself a moment to get any little fidgets you might have out of the body, any little movements. Giving yourself this total and complete ability to just drop in. Let the body physically begin to relax. As your body begins to relax, it begins to find some stillness. As you find some stillness within the physicality of the body, allow the mind to follow suit. Letting go of all of the worries, all of the thoughts, all of the stresses and tensions you might be feeling and holding on to. Allow your eyes to begin to soften. Relax the space between the eyebrows. And if it's comfortable for you, just allow your eyes to shut fully. I invite you to take your left hand over your heart and your right hand over the belly, wherever you landed. Just taking a moment to drop into the breath. As I mentioned earlier, we will be starting practice with a pranayama, a breathing technique. This is a breathing technique I really want you to remember. I want you to hold on to it, as this can really be beneficial amongst times of stress. I'll be guiding us through the first few rounds, and then you'll be welcome to take a couple on your own. I'll be guiding us for an inhale count of 3, holding at the top, and an exhale count of 4, holding at the bottom. Let's start together with a cleansing breath. Take a full inhale breath, fill the lungs all the way up, and open mouth release. One more time like that, deep inhale breath, fill to the top, and let it go. Begin to seal the lips, breathing in for 1, 2, 3, hold. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, hold. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, hold. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. Couple more rounds on your own. Take one final deep inhale through the nose, filling all the way up. And open mouth release. Allow the eyes to stay closed or soft. Allow the face to stay relaxed. Just take a moment to check in with the breath. Check in with your mental status. How has it changed already? Beginning to invite small and subtle movements back into the body, staying lying down in a supine position. Allow these movements to start really small. Don't think too much about the movements, just allow them to occur naturally and freely within the body. You might begin to wiggle out the fingers. If the knees are bent, you might extend the legs long. Wherever you landed, eventually in your own time, just come into a full body stretch. Extend the legs long in front of you, the arms overhead, taking a giant stretch like it's the very first time you've stretched today. Maybe it is. Feel the breath begin to lengthen the spine, begin to awaken through the body. And then begin to invite bigger, more deliberate movements into the body. Maybe circling out the wrists now, feeling the energy of the movement radiate up and down the body. You might begin to gently rock the head from side to side, feeling the mobility of the neck, of the spine. Allowing that movement to continue to radiate down the body, feeling it in the belly, the hips, maybe feeling it in the legs and the feet. Continue to breathe here for one more full breath in. And as you exhale, just hug your knees gently in towards your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. Pausing for a moment. Let this be a hug of gratitude towards the self, gratitude towards the body, towards the breath. Reminding yourself that you have everything you need here and now. Take one more deep breath in. Allow the arms to drop open wide to the side, cactus or T-shape, and gently release your knees over to the right side, coming into a supine twist. Right away, just begin to relax and melt into the shape. Let the shoulders soften away from the ears. Your gaze might drift past your left shoulder, creating some space in the left side of your neck, the right side of your neck, I'm sorry. Continue to breathe. The eyes might stay softened or closed all the way. Take a moment to pause here in your supine twist, softening the belly and the hips. As we begin to build onto our breath, our slow flow, our vinyasa style practice is literally connecting breath with body, body with breath. So let this be a moment to connect. Beginning to seal off the lips, beginning to breathe fully in through the nose and fully out through the nose. Allow each and every breath in to match each and every breath out in length and strength. Beautiful. Beginning to connect movement with breath. Take an inhale, come back through the center, hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself that same hug of gratitude. Taking one final deep breath here, give yourself a little bit tighter of a squeeze. And then allow the arms to open up wide once again. Knees drop over to the left this time. Gaze might drift past that right shoulder. Again, take a moment to pause, to soften, and to breathe. This is your time. This is your moment to be here, to be thankful for all you have, to be thankful for this space and this opportunity to slow it down. Once you feel ready, take an inhale, come back through the center, hug your knees into your chest, give yourself a nice big squeeze. Begin to gently rock slowly from side to side, just massaging out the low back. If you have any props underneath you, like blankets or pillows, just go ahead and scooch them off to the side. Take a moment here, hands on top of the knees. Begin to draw some big circles with the hips, taking the knees wide apart and back together. Again, like that, big giant circles, finding fluidity within the hip joints. And then just make sure to reverse the direction of the circles. Allow your hands to slide behind the hamstrings and begin to rock and roll the length up and down the spine. Take a couple of passes if it feels okay, massaging out the spinal column, massaging out the low back. And then once you feel good and ready, gently roll over the ankles, come through to tabletop position, finding all fours here. Take a moment to really settle in. Let the wrists and elbows stack underneath your shoulders. Allow your knees to stack underneath your hips. Notice if there's an exaggerated arch in your back. Try to instead gently tuck the tailbone in. Gaze comes down slightly in front. Really press the palms into the earth. Again, connecting that breath with movement. Take an inhale breath, drop the belly, lift the heart, lift the gaze up. Exhale, round it in, really tuck your tailbone under. Again, like that, breathe in, drop the belly. Breathe out, round it in. One more time, deep breath in, find your cow pose. Exhale for cat. Coming back to a nice neutral spine, again stacking bones on top of one another. Begin to extend your right leg back behind you. Start with the ball of the foot to the earth. Begin to rock your weight from front to back, just opening up through the back of that right leg, feeling your calf, feeling your hamstrings. Make sure you're not collapsing in the upper body, but continue to actively press the mat away. A couple more breaths. Once your elbows are back over your wrists, find stillness once again, and then begin to pick that right foot up off of the mat. Heel is about hip height. Really lengthening through that back foot. Take a full breath in. As you exhale, nice and slow, draw knee to nose, round the upper back. Again, breathe and extend it back. Breathe out, round it in. Once more like that. Inhale, extend the leg. Exhale to round. Next breath in, re-extend that right leg back. Go ahead and pause there. Listen closely, but again, trust yourself. Tuck your left toes under and send that right leg high to the sky. Take a full inhale breath. As you exhale, step the right foot between the palms. Let the left knee settle down, untuck the toes, and sweep the hands high to the sky. Settling into a nice low lunge here. Let the hips really plunge forward. Allow the shoulder blades to melt down the back. Your gaze may begin to drift up between the thumbs, creating a deeper back bend, a deeper stretch and opening in the front body. Take a full inhale breath, lengthen even more through the fingertips. As you exhale, airplane the arms back, belly and chest hover. Again, like that, breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, airplane and hover. Last time, inhale, reach it up. Exhale, airplane and hover. Next breath in, lengthen back up. Exhale, hands come down, free your front foot and begin to extend that right leg long. Coming into your half split here, your deep hamstring stretch. Fingertips can be tented. Allow the heart to melt forward, but try to continue flexing through that front foot. Stay still for a couple of breaths to begin to rock the hips from left to right. Saying hello, hamstrings. On your next inhale breath, slowly shift your weight forward. Tuck your back toes under, lift through that back knee. We'll step both feet to the top of the mat. Take a halfway lift once you arrive, hands to shins. Exhale, fold it forward. Again, like that, breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out to fold. One more time, inhale, halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold. Begin to bend your knees as deeply as you can here. And very slowly relax the upper body, relax the head and the neck as you begin to roll your way all the way up to standing. My head's going to be cut off here, but just follow my words. Take a deep breath in, sweep the hands high to the sky. Exhale, dive it forward, lead with the heart. Take a halfway lift once again, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Root to rise, sweep it all the way up. Hands to heart, exhale. Last time, inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive it forward. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Rise all the way up, sweep it high. Hands to heart, exhale. Beautiful, inhale, reach up. This time, gently grab for that right wrist and stretch it over towards the left. Inhale, come back through the center, lengthen. Exhale, reach over towards the right. Breathe in to rise. Fold it forward, breathe out. Take a halfway lift, inhale. As you exhale, fold. Let's step to our high plank. Knees can always be lowered here as I'm showing for a nice slow flow variation. Make sure your belly is tucked, tailbone is tucked. Take a full breath in. Lower half or all the way down, breath out. Upward facing dog or cobra, inhale breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's send the hips high to the sky. Take a moment here, first time in down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Pedal out the feet. Feel the length you've created in the backs of the legs. Again, try not to look up at the video. Instead, just tune into the body, deleting any expectations you might have over the shapes. Allow yourself to feel the posture. Take one more complete breath in. As you exhale, nice and slow, let's find child's pose. Big toe joints touch, knees drop open wide. Sit the hips back to your heels. Relax the upper body. Forehead connects down to the earth. You might sweep your fingertips back towards your heels to create more space and more release in the upper back. Take a moment to pause and breathe, finding stillness here in Balasana. A moment to ground, a moment to reconnect. Once you feel good and ready, begin to shift your weight back, coming into tabletop position from here. Knees coming back underneath the hips, wrists and elbows stacking directly underneath those shoulders once again. Let's just switch sides, gently slide the left foot back this time. Toes start on the mat. Begin to rock your weight from front to back, feeling the back of that left leg now. Couple of breaths like this. Once you feel the upper body realigning with the wrist, find stillness. Begin to pick that left heel up about hip height. Take a full lengthening breath in. Exhale, draw knee to nose, round it in. Inhale, extend the leg back. Exhale, knee to nose and round. One more time, full breath in. Full breath out. Re-extend that left leg. Go ahead and pause. Take a moment to check in. Make sure your left toes are dialed down. Tuck your right toes under. Send that left leg high to the sky. Find three-legged toes. Take a full breath in from here. As you exhale, step that left foot between the palms. Right knee grounds down this time. Untuck the toes. And slowly rise up to your knee down lunge. Again, allow the weight of the hips to drag down towards the earth as the lightness of the fingertips reaches high to the sky. Gaze might drift up. 2 more breaths in stillness. Take a full inhale breath, really lengthen up. As you exhale, airplane the arms, hover belly and chest. 2 more, breathe in to rise. Breathe out, airplane. Last time, inhale, breath. Exhale, breath. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands frame your front foot. Gently extend that left leg long. Coming into your hamstring, stretch your half split other side. Again, try to keep your left toes flexed and active the entire time, getting deeper into the stretch. Relax your head, your chest, and your neck if you can. Find stillness or find movement, anything that feels natural to you. 2 more breaths. Once you're ready, begin to shift your weight forward. Tuck your back toes under, fire up through that back knee, and then step both feet to the top of the mat. Take a halfway lift, breathing in. Fold, breathing out. Pause here this time. Take a second. Grab opposite elbows. Let the upper body drag heavy towards the earth like a counterweight for the lower body. Try to relax the head and the neck. The tendency here is to hold on, but try to release and let go. Begin to find stillness or maybe find some organic movement. Rocking side to side slowly. Maybe letting these movements build bigger and bigger. If you're looking for more of a low back release, bend your knees deeply and generously. 2 more breaths. Hands come down towards the mat once you're ready. Deep breath in, lengthen halfway, heart pulls forward. Exhale to fold. Rise all the way up, sweep it high to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Again, like that, breathe in, reach up. Swan dive it forward, breath out. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Root to rise, sweep it all the way up. Gently grab for that right wrist and stretch it over towards the left. Inhale to rise. And switch. Deep breath in, back through the center, lengthen up. Swan dive it forward, breath out. Halfway lift, breathe in, heart shines forward. Exhale, plant your palms, step it back, either high plank, knees lifted, or knees lowered. Take a full lengthening breath in, lower half or all the way down, breath out. Upward facing dog or cobra, pause here. Take a moment to check in. It's usually a pose that we pass really quickly through. Let the heart space be open. You might find some neck circles. 2 more breaths. One more full breath in. Nice and slow, find downward facing dog, rolling over the tops of the feet, sending the hips high to the sky. Pause here for a moment again. Notice if it's already changed in sensation. You might pedal the feet, you might find stillness. Whatever it is your body needs here and now.
Shall I write it in a letter? Shall I try to get it down?
Listen carefully here, just changing up our transition. Begin to walk your hands towards your feet at the back of the mat. Take a halfway lift once you've arrived. And an exhale to fold. Rise all the way up, sweep it high to the sky. Hands to heart, exhale. Beautiful. Check in with your foundation. Let the big toe joints come to touch, little space between those heels. Very slowly begin to sit the hips back like you're sitting in a chair as the arms sweep high to the sky. Everybody's favorite posture, Utkatasana chair pose. Let the weight be really light in the toes and heavy in the heels. Continuously squeeze your inner thighs together. Make sure you're still breathing. A smile goes a long way in this posture. Take one more full breath in. Fold it forward, breath out. Halfway lift, breathe in. As you exhale, walk it out. Find your high plank, knees lifted or lowered. Take a full breath in. Lower half or all the way down, breath out. Upward facing dog, inhale, breath. Downward facing dog, set your hips high to the sky once again. Next breath in, let that right leg float behind you, three-legged dog. Exhale, nice and slow, tap knee towards nose. Inhale, extend the leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time, breathe and extend. Breathe out, step the foot through. Pause here for a second, nice runner's lunge. Let that back heel sink down, 45-degree angle, and slowly rise to warrior one. Take a moment, check in with the posture. Nice generous bend in that front knee. Hips are square. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Take a full inhale, breath, lengthen the upper body. As you exhale, airplane the arms, hover belly and chest. Again, like that, breathe in to rise. Breathe out, airplane. One more time, breathe in, rise up. Breathe out, airplane, pause here. Palms are facing down. Roll the shoulder blades back. Sink a little deeper into that front thigh. Make sure you're still breathing. Gaze can be to that front big toe. Next inhale, breath, slowly rise all the way up, warrior one. As you exhale, open to warrior two. You might need to heel toe that front foot in as you let the shoulder blades begin to melt down the back. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior, take 2 full breaths. Breathing into that right side body, continue to sink into that front thigh. One more full breath in. Hands cartwheel down, frame that front foot, pivot on the back foot. Runner's lunge once again. Let that back knee settle down. Untuck your toes and lengthen out once again through that front leg. Couple of breaths here into that hamstring stretch. Find stillness or movement.
Tell them I'm no
Very slowly begin to shift your weight forward once again. Let that left hand ground down. Let the right hand sweep high to the sky, coming into a gentle side twist. Right fingertips are floating, left palm is grounding. Take a full inhale breath. Both hands frame your front foot. Tuck your back toes under, lift that back knee up, and let's step to downward facing dog from here. Both feet to the back of the mat. Take a moment, pause and breathe.
No longer need your rescue.
Take one more full breath in.
Remember me before.
And full breath out. Just like before, begin to walk your hands towards the back of the mat. Take a halfway lift once you've arrived. And an exhale to fold. Big toe joints touch, little space between those heels. Nice generous bend in the knees as the fingertips float towards the sky. Again, continue to squeeze those inner thighs together. Next inhale, lengthen up, reach up. Gently grab that left wrist and stretch it over towards the right. Inhale back through to center. And switch. Breathe in, rise up. Sink to your chair pose from here. Tug it all in. Maybe add that smile. Maybe soften the eyes. Connect back to the breath. Connect back to our intention. You have everything you need. Take a full breath in. Fold it forward, breath out. Halfway lift, breathing in. As you exhale, walk it out. Find your high plank. Knees can be lifted or lowered. Take a full inhale, breath at the top. Lower half or all the way down. Upward facing dog or cobra, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out, send the hips high. Couple of breaths. Connect back to that intentional, deliberate breath. Smoothing out your inhale, smoothing out your exhales. Next breath in, left leg floats high, three-legged dog. Exhale, draw knee to nose, round it in. Again, breathe and extend. Breathe out to crunch. Last time, nice and slow. Inhale, extend it back. Exhale, knee to nose, step the foot through, pause. Set yourself up here in your runner's lunge. Let that back foot ground down, hips are nice and square. As you slowly reach the hands high to the sky. Settling into your Virabhadrasana 1, your warrior 1. Couple of breaths. Take a full lengthening breath in. Airplane the arms, exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, airplane. Last time, breathe in to rest. Breathe out, airplane, pause here this time. Check in with that front thigh, make sure you continue to bend deeply. Roll the shoulder blades back, palms face down. 2 more breaths, continue sinking deep. Breathe. Next inhale, breath slowly with control, rise all the way up. Find warrior 2. On the exhale, breath open wide to the side of the room. Sinking low into that front thigh. Relax the shoulder blades down the back. Flip your front palm. Inhale to reverse your warrior. Pause here. Focus on the length or depth of that front knee, I should say. Keep sinking deep. 1 more full breath in. Cartwheel the hands down. Frame that front foot. Pivot on the back foot. Let that right knee settle down. Untuck the toes. And once again, lengthen through that left leg. Coming to your second hamstring stretch this side. Take a couple of breaths to breathe. Slowly shift your weight forward, ground that right palm down, and let the left hand float towards the sky. Finding your gentle twist here, rooting and rising. 1 more full breath in. Both hands down, frame that front foot. Tuck your back toes under, lift that back knee. We'll meet in downward facing dog from here, stepping it back. Feel free to move through a slow vinyasa if you're craving one. Couple of breaths. Take one more full breath in, your downward facing dog. We'll meet in child's pose once you're ready. Knees wide, hips low. Fingertips forward, or maybe again you can sweep them back towards your heels. Relaxing through the upper back body, through the shoulders. Connecting back to your intention, back to your breath. Allowing for this moment to just be still and soft, grounded and supported. Slowly begin to rise back up. Let's find tabletop position once again. We've been here before. Let the bones stack underneath each other. Begin to extend your right leg long. Toes are lifted this time. And then let's take that right leg wide to the right side of the room. It's going to spill wide off of the mat. Slowly begin to walk your hands in towards your body. Take a full inhale breath. Reach the hands up. Gaze lifts. As you exhale, nice and slow, drop the right hand down, reach towards the right side of the room. Try to roll that left shoulder back instead of dropping it down, keeping open and receptive through the heart space. Very slowly inhale, slowly rise back up. Listen closely, take both hands down, but keep that right leg nice and wide. Deep breath in, send the right hand high to the sky, open up. As you exhale, thread the right arm under the left. Two more like that. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, thread and hover. Last time this side, breathe in. Breathe out, thread the needle, drop it all the way down if that's comfortable for you. Your right ear, your right temple might connect down to the mat. You might choose to extend that left arm long in front of you. Take 3 full breaths. There's no graceful way out of this posture, but slowly begin to rise back up. Right hand sweeps high. Exhale, hand comes down. Take that right knee back in line with the left. Take a deep breath in, drop the belly, lift the heart, lift the gaze up. Exhale, round it in. One more time, breathe in. Breathe out. Coming back to a nice neutral spine. Extend that left leg long. And then swing it wide off the left side of your mat. Move your pillow if it's in the way. Begin to walk your hands in towards your body, slowly rising up. Deep breath in, sweep the arms out and up. As you exhale, left hand falls over, reach towards the left. Notice if you're collapsing in that top shoulder, try to roll it back and open. Slowly begin to rise up, sweep up. Hands come down. Again, keep that left leg extended this time. Right palm stays planted. Inhale, left hand sweeps up. Exhale, thread and hover. 2 more with breath. Inhale to rise. Exhale, thread and hover. Last time, deep breath in, take it up and open. Deep breath out, send it all the way down this time, resting on that left side. Again, that right hand might travel away from the face, and that's okay. Take a couple of breaths. Your right hand does travel, take it back next to the face. Again, no super graceful way out of it, just take your time. Eventually that left hand rises to the sky. And both hands settle down to the mat, both knees in line with the hips. Nothing fancy here, super simple. Let the hips gently drop to the left, gaze to the right. And switch hips to the right, gaze to the left. Coming back through the center, cross through the ankles. We'll just make our way through to a comfortable seat. Try to take this seat at the top of the mat so you have plenty of space back behind you. You might prepare your props, your blankets, and your pillows just to have them close by next to you. Once you've arrived in your seated position of your choice, just take a minute to connect back to the mat, moving the fleshy parts of the bottom from underneath you, letting the sit bones really connect. Let the palms settle down to your thighs for a grounding posture. Begin to relax the shoulder blades down the back. And then take a moment here to soften once again. Allow the eyes to close. Allow the left hand to settle back over the heart, the right hand to settle back over the belly. Connecting back to that pranayama, the breathing practice we started with. Allowing this breathing technique to really wash over you and helping you to slow down your central nervous system. Allowing this breathing technique to help release in any lasting or residual tension, stress, or anxiety, especially in times like these. Notice right away if your spine is beginning to collapse, but try to lengthen up once again, allowing the airways to really open. Eyes again are soft or closed fully. Together, let's take a deep breath in, feel the belly, feel the chest fill up with air. And open mouth release. One more time, deep inhale, fill up. Open mouth, let it go. Seal the lips, breathe in for 1, 2, 3, hold. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, hold. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, hold. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. Full breath in. Full breath out. With as little effort as possible, I invite you to come back to your mat in a supine position. You might set yourself up once again for comfort with your blankets, with your pillows. I invite you to join us in our final posture, our Shavasana or corpse pose, laying flat down onto your mat. Take your time to arrive. Get any little fidgets, any little last movements or urges out of the physical body as you begin to connect back to that place of stillness. I know that it's really easy to skip out on Shavasana or corpse pose, especially in a home practice. But I really encourage you to stick with it just for a couple minutes. We won't be here for very long. You've already created this space and time to be here for you, so allow this to be a well-rounded practice. Allow this Shavasana, this time to be still, to really seal in your intention. Once you've arrived to a place of stillness, just let the eyes begin to shut. Let the arms really come wide to your sides, palms face up. You might gently shrug the shoulder blades underneath you, creating an open space within the heart center. Allow the legs to come long down the mat, creating as much space, taking up as much space as you possibly can. As a community, we'll take one final deep breath in, fill up. And open mouth release. Take this time for a conscious rest. Take this time to simply be still, knowing that you have everything you need. Shavasana. I will wake you when it's time, but for now, just rest. begin to slowly invite breath back into the body, deepening your inhales and exhales once again. Feeling the energy, the prana begin to flow throughout the entirety of the body as you begin to reawaken. You might again begin to invite physical movements in, wiggling the fingers and the toes. Taking a full body stretch if your body is calling for it. Take your time, but once you feel complete, gently roll to your right side, coming into a fetal position. Allow your third eye center, your forehead, to connect to something. That might be the back of your hand, your forearm, or your mat, sealing in your practice, sealing in your intention. Knowing that you have the ability and you have the power to keep that intention with you, to carry this feeling of relaxation and peace with you off of the mat. With keeping your eyes closed, gently press your way up to a comfortable seat once again. We'll meet with our hands at heart center, Anjali Mudra, allowing your chin to gently bow towards your chest as a sign of self-honor, self-worth, and self-love. Taking this time to feel gratitude towards the breath and the body and all they do for you on a day-to-day basis. Let the thumb knuckles float to your third eye center as you begin to extend that sense of gratitude outward outside of the space, out to the community. The light and love within me honors and bows the light and love within you. Bowing forward, we honor one another. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for practicing with me here in this virtual class. I encourage you to continue to breathe on your own. I encourage you to take time for yourself, especially when you start to feel a little frustrated, a little pent up, maybe a little claustrophobic. Take time to just be still and with yourself. Thanks for joining.